Put him up. Put him up. Which one are you first? I'll fight you both together if you want. I'll fight you with one paw tied behind my back. I'll fight you standing on one foot. I'll fight you with my eyes closed. Oh, pulling an axe on me, eh? Sneaking up on me, eh? Why?
Here. Go away and let us alone.
Oh, scared, huh? Afraid, huh? How long can you stay fresh in that can? Come on, get up and fight, you shivering junkyard. Put your hands up, you lopsided bag of hay.
Now, that's getting personal, Lion.
Yes, get up and teach him a lesson.
Well, what's wrong with you teaching them?
Well, I hardly know him.
Well, I'll get you anyway, Pee-wee.
Shame on you.
What did you do that for? I didn't buy them.
No, but you tried to. It's bad enough picking on a straw man, but when you go around picking on poor little dogs.
Well, you didn't have to go and hit me, did you? Is my nose bleeding?
Well, of course not. My goodness, what a fuss you're making. Well, naturally, when you go around picking on things weaker than you are, why, you're nothing but a great big coward.
You're right. I am a coward. I haven't any courage at all. I even scare myself. Look at the circles under my eyes. I haven't slept in weeks.
Why don't you try counting sheep?
That doesn't do any good. I'm afraid of them.
Oh, that's too bad. Don't you think the wizard could help him, too?
I don't see why not. Why don't you come along with us? We're on our way to see the wizard now, to get him a heart.
And him a brain.
I'm sure he could give you some courage.
Well, wouldn't you feel degraded to be seen in the company of a cowardly lion? I would.
Oh, of course not.
Gee, that's awfully nice of you. My life has been simply unbearable.
Oh, well, it's all right now. The wizard will fix everything.
It's been in me so long. I just got to tell you how I feel.
Well, come on.
Yeah, it's sad, believe me, missy, when you're born to be a sissy without the vim and verve. But I could show my prowess, be a lion, not a mouse, if I only had the nerve. I'm afraid there's no denying I'm just a dandelion, a fate I don't deserve. I'd be brave as a blizzard.
I'd be gentle as a lizard.
I'd be clever as a gizzard.
If the wizard is a wizard who will serve,
Then I'm sure to get a brain.
A heart.
a home.
The knife.
Oh, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here he is, the Wizard of Wiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz was one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz can often be considered many people's example of a quintessentially classic film. Adapted from the series of books by L. Frank Baum, the 1939 film has touched the hearts of young and old across multiple generations, thanks in part to its indelible story and characters, including the famous traveling quartet of Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion, Toto the companion dog, Glinda the Good Witch, the infamous Wicked Witch of the West, and the Munchkins. Who could possibly forget the memorable tunes as written by Harold Arlen and E.Y. Yip Harburg, including Over the Rainbow, We're Off to See the Wizard, and If I Only Had a Brain. Just as important to consider is the role color plays throughout, starting with the shift from the sepia tones of rural Kansas and subsequently cataclysmic tornado to the technicolor splendor of the Land of Oz. Harold Rawson, the cinematographer behind such acclaimed titles as Singin' in the Rain, The Asphalt Jungle, and The Bad Seed, should be credited in part with making it look as incredible as it does, as well as legendary art director Cedric Gibbons and special effects craftsman Arnold Buddy Gillespie. Although Victor Fleming is the credited director, as with that year's other major release Gone with the Wind, the final film was actually the result of additional contributions from the following directors at various intervals: George Cukor, Richard Thorpe, Norman Taurog, producer Mervyn LeRoy, and King Vidor, the last of whom filmed all of the Kansas scenes that bookend the film. This, along with the contributions of 3 credited screenwriters and 15 uncredited ones, makes it all the more remarkable that the end result is as memorable and indelible as it is. The Yellow Brick Road, Dorothy's ruby red slippers, and the green emerald city are, of course, the items that carry the most symbolism in the film's color palette. It also has what might be among the clearest examples of black and white morality, with protagonist Dorothy and Glinda dressed in blue, white, and pink, often considered angelic colors, and the Wicked Witch as black as they come, with her iconic dress and hat, hunched over body, broomstick, green face, and sharp fingernails. While not the first color film ever made, Wizard of Oz became one of the first to prove that color could add fantasy and draw audiences to theaters despite its release during the Great Depression. The Technicolor process itself consisted of 3 strips of film that were then processed separately and used to print colors onto each finished print of the film sent to theaters. As supervised by Blanche Sewell, a frequent editor at MGM, the film is edited in the classic Hollywood style of linear editing, with an emphasis on continuous takes, dissolves, and close-ups, as well as strong emotions and suspense. The opening and closing Kansas scenes are tinted in a sepia tone, reflecting the dreariness of rural life, but the first 2 acts are otherwise set in a dreamy wonderland of bright colors and lighting. Things take a dramatic turn with the 3rd act and reveal of the witch's castle, where aside from her and streaks of red on the Flying Monkey and Winky outfits, everything is largely cast in a gloomy combination of black and beige, matching the dark threat at hand. Once the Wicked Witch has been defeated, the film ends with the reveal of who the great and powerful Oz really is, the magic words "There's no place like home," and Dorothy's return to the familiarity of her Kansas home. As everyone and their mother who has seen Wizard of Oz can attest, it is a film that has endured for decades, and all of the aforementioned elements have helped it to maintain its iconic status in film history.